The Veranda Resort has just opened its doors for business a few months ago, and now as their occupancy level hits 47%, employees are being laid off and their hours slashed.
We have persons in the department who had never worked in hospitality before, and I guess they were frightened by the word layoff. And with the current economic situation being what it is in the country, people tend to get a little bit nervous when they see their hours are being reduced and wondering if they're going to find themselves out of work.
Low resort bookings means little money, and resort managers were forced to come up with a contingency plan. As of this week, 3 employees from the Veranda Resort Security Department have been laid off on a rotational basis in 2-week increments. While the standard working hours per week for different positions may vary, all 100-plus staffers had their hours reduced by a little over half. General Manager of the Veranda, Christopher Eastman, explains.
So we have 25 rooms that are occupied, which is about 67 guests. And this is fluctuating the peaks and troughs. So on certain days we have a lot of people for a couple of days, and then after that, sort of numbers drop down to, lower numbers, maybe, 15 rooms, 16 rooms and things like that.
The resort has 168 units, and traditionally, occupancy levels in hotels generally are highest between December 15th and April 15th. After that time, it becomes favorable, and then the slow season follows. It's common for the Veranda Resort to hit a 70% occupancy level, but that has at times fallen in the 30s. As with other resorts, the numbers are reliant on the strength of the resort's marketing strategies. Since the resort opened on February 1st, it has sought to lure customers by offering a 30% off all inaugural rates package. Their forecast, calculated on a weekly basis, is ever-changing, especially due to last-minute bookings. And in order to pay employees and safeguard employment, Eastman says the resort had to make the changes.
This is nothing new. It is part of survival, actually. All departments will be affected because, as an example, I gave you the example just now of how many rooms we have occupied. 25 rooms, which is 47%, 67 guests in house, and we have on our books shy over 100 staff. Now, with that formula, we can't sustain, if we continued like that, to sustain paying everybody with the full 44 hours. It's not sustainable.
Only managers at the resort will not be affected by the changes. That's because they have to now play multiple roles. But when will it end? Human Resource Manager Delirious Sims said that the hospitality industry is a reactionary business. If their occupancy increases, then the temporary contingency plan will stop.
This doesn't surprise us. We're not shocked by it because this is what we are accustomed to, no matter which hotel you're working for. During the slow months, when the occupancy is low, you have reduced hours. It's a norm.
Managers refuted claims that the resort lost a large amount of financial reserves in the TCI bank closure and that they recently imported a group of expatriate workers. Managers said there was only one recent expatriate hired, a group director for the Grace Bay brand's corporate body. Now, during that interview, management also dispelled rumors that they will be closing indefinitely. At the Veranda Resort, for WIV4 News, I'm Nikira John.